Hello, dear children. Welcome back to another interesting session for Class 10 English. In today's session, we shall look at the poem How to Tell Wild Animals written by Carolyn Wells. Carolyn Wells was an American writer known for her humorous poetry and mysteries. She wrote light verse and children's literature. How to Tell Wild Animals is known for its wit and playful tone. The poem How to Tell Wild Animals is a humorous and light-hearted guide to identifying different wild animals in their natural habitat. The poet uses vivid descriptions and playful rhymes to explain the characteristics of various animals, making the poem entertaining and engaging. Let's begin with a detailed explanation of the poem. If ever you should go by chance to jungles in the east, and if there should to you advance a large and tawny beast, if it roars at you as you're dying, you'll know it is the Asian lion. In the first stanza, the poet is telling the readers how they can recognize various animals in the jungles of the East. So, in the first stanza, she says that if the reader comes across an animal whose skin is yellowish brown in color, and if it roars at him so strongly that he can die out of fear, it means he has just encountered an Asian lion. She has humorously explained the Asian lion which could kill a person with its roar. The stanza introduces the comedic exaggeration used throughout the poem. Second stanza. Or if sometime when roaming round, a noble wild beast greets you with black stripes on a yellow ground, just notice if he eats you. The simple rule may help you learn the Bengal tiger to discern. In the second stanza, the poem talks about the Bengal tiger. This tiger has black stripes on a yellow body. The poet jokes that you will know it is a Bengal tiger if it eats you. The silly idea helps us remember that tigers are very dangerous and we should be careful around them. The poet continues her mock guidebook style with dark comedy. The next stanza. If strolling forth a beast you view, whose hide with spots is peppered, as soon as he has leapt on you, you'll know it is the leopard. It will do no good to roar with pain, he'll only leap and leap again. Now, the poet says that if you're casually walking in a jungle, you'll meet an animal who has a skin with spots on it. This animal is so fast that it will leap on you at once, which means that it will jump on you. This jumping is an indication that it is none other than the leopard. Moreover, she adds that if you will cry out in pain, it is not going to be of any use as it will keep on jumping on you. So in this stanza, the poet has explained the characteristic of a leopard. The next stanza. If when you're walking round your yard, you meet a creature there who hugs you very, very hard, be sure it is a bear. If you have any doubts, I guess he'll give you just one more caress. The poet now describes a bear, humorously warning that it may hug you. The poet says that if you're walking in your yard and a creature hugs you very tightly, it is a bear. The word hug is a dark joke. Bears are known to crush their prey by embracing them. Caress usually means a gentle touch, but here it's used ironically. The poem continues its theme of playful danger, making deadly attacks sound like acts of affection. Moving on to the next stanza. Though to distinguish beasts of prey, a novice might nonplus, the crocodile you always may tell from the hyena thus. Hyenas come with merry smile, but if they weep, they are crocodiles. The poet says that for someone who is new to the job of recognizing animals, it will be like a puzzle to recognize animals that hunt other animals for their food. The stanza creates confusion between two animals, hyena and crocodile. The hyena is known for his airy smile, which makes it appear almost human. The poet teases the reader by asking if it could be a crocodile instead. The crocodile is also ironically known for crocodile tears or fake emotion. This part of the poem uses common sayings about these animals to make the descriptions interesting. The last stanza. The true chameleon is small, a lizard sort of thing. He hasn't any ears at all and not a single wing. If there's nothing on the tree, it's a chameleon you see. The poem ends with a chameleon, a small reptile that blends with the surroundings. It has no ears and no wings and is hard to see. The joke is, if you see nothing on the tree, then it's probably a chameleon. This plays with the chameleon's camouflage ability, blending into the environment. The poem thus ends with light, clever wit. Now let's look at the themes of the poem. Humor and learning. The poem blends humor with education, making it a playful guide to identifying different animals. Wildlife and nature. The poem highlights the beauty and uniqueness of wild animals by describing their distinct characteristics. Danger in the wild. Through humorous exaggerations, the poem subtly conveys a risk of encountering wild animals and reminds readers that while nature is fascinating, it is also unpredictable and potentially dangerous. The last theme is imagination and creativity. The poet uses imaginative scenarios and vivid descriptions to bring the animals to life and thus emphasizes the power of creativity in making even serious topics entertaining and memorable. Let's look at the tone and mood of the poem. The tone is humorous, witty, and ironic. The poet has used a narrative poem with rhyming couplets and uses exaggeration to engage the readers. The mood is humorous and light-hearted. Now let's look at the title. Yes, the title How to Tell Wild Animals is humorous and perfectly suited the poem as it directly reflects its content. The poet provides a playful and imaginative guide to identifying various wild animals based on their distinct traits and behaviors. This poem conveys that learning about nature and wild animals can be both educational and fun. It teaches us to observe animals' unique traits while highlighting the dangers of encountering them in a humorous way. The poem encourages curiosity and appreciation for wildlife. So, thank you all for watching this video. Hope you understood the poem.